I don't know if it was a combination of only getting 1 hour of sleep or even the fact that I was watching a movie called Dunkirk, which is a Christopher Nolan World War II movie with some pretty cool, very realistic action scenes of planes fighting in the air and the camera movement along with that, with my actual plane taking off and hitting some pretty bad turbulence. I actually almost upchucked, aka threw up in the bathroom of the airplane I was in. And I don't know if you guys have ever flown Spirit Airlines, but let me say this. Spirit Airlines probably has the best flight attendants I've ever had in any airport, any airline I've ever flown. And I've flown Delta, I've flown United, I've flown American, I've even flown JetBlue. But every single flight attendant was caring, very charismatic, and most of all, hilarious. It was a really fun experience. One of the flight attendants actually gave me a beer just because I was flirting with her well enough, let's say. And overall, the flight was absolutely terrible.
I hit the jackpot.
Not only full row cost as well. Even after the fact, because it really seems like Spirit, their airplanes are basically what Greyhound rejected. Greyhound buses that are rejected by the Greyhound quality control. They just took it from the dump of the Greyhound rejects, stapled wings to it, and then just launched it with a trebuchet towards the general direction of whatever destination you're going to when flying with Spirit. Because as we were taking off and landing and even cruising, I saw the Spirit airline wings to my left were like flexing the way that I don't think any airplane wing should be flexing. It was like a paper gum wrapper just flowing in the wind. It was really scary. But luckily, knock on wood, I actually landed and safely. And it's just absolutely beautiful here. Obviously, I'm in a hotel right now, thankfully in a hotel room, because after my 30-minute Uber from the Phoenix airport to my hotel, I arrived at the hotel around 9 a.m. Central Time. So that's way too early for check-in. So I was actually working my desk job for about 3 hours in the lobby, and they provided me with pretty good Wi-Fi. And I was running on, again, an hour of sleep, so I was starting to get pretty dizzy. But thankfully, they upgraded my room for free, so thank you very much. Windmill Inn, I believe that's what it's called. Just on the outskirts of Surprise, Arizona, was able to accommodate me. So, again, similar to the Spirit Airline flight attendants, really friendly staff here at Windmill Inn. It is 8 o'clock local time in Phoenix, Arizona at the Phoenix airport. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought. That's what she said. It's about 55 degrees. Actually, somewhat dry, very pleasant. In a hoodie and sweatpants, perfectly okay. My flight was only 3.5 hours. I'm running on literally 1 hour of sleep. I took a small nap. Ooh, this light sucks, but we'll make do with that. So if you guys have never actually traveled before as a tennis player, whether you're playing a few league matches, a team tennis or individual tennis event, and you require airplane travel, a little bit of a tip. Never, ever take your rackets as your check-in unless your employees are when it comes to baggage. I really wouldn't trust anybody with something as especially meticulous or something especially important as tennis rackets, any type of electronics, or any type of like camera stuff, like the stuff I have right now. So I took my 3 Pure Aero VSs and I strung them brand new the night before I left, and I put them as my check-in inside of a regular everyday backpack. It's my Nomantic backpack. It's a Navigator, I think 15L. Fantastic. I placed it in there and I put it under my seat. And then my camera stuff, which is what I'm recording with right now, along with my electronics, my lenses, my accessories, my hard drives, my microphone that I'm using for live streaming, that I'll be doing during this whole 13-day session for Nationals. I put in my Peter McKinnon specially signed Nomantic camera / travel bag. And that is my that is my overhead carry-on, which is slightly bigger, but I don't trust tennis rackets or any type of equipment when it comes to it leaving my site and being handled by employees. So airline employees. So the thing that I did actually check in were clothes, some of my medication stuff, socks, one pair of shoes, and boxers and toothbrushes, and some of my extra eye contact lenses, because I actually do wear contacts, if you guys haven't noticed. So what I did is I predicted that I would be playing 6 singles, maybe 7 singles matches in this entire trip. So that's the first weekend, which I start tomorrow. So I packed, I believe, about 7 full changes of tennis clothes. So dry fit top, athletic socks, 2 pairs of shoes I brought actually, my Asics Court FF Novaks, and then the Nike Zoom Pros, which are, and the latter is going to be released hopefully soon as my tennis shoe review, because that was the last thing I recorded before I left Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I brought 3 tennis rackets and about 5 or 6 changes of like regular like t-shirts like this, basketball shorts, and also some pants and long sleeve in case it does get a little bit colder in the desert, because we are in a desert in Arizona. So I will leave a full list of the stuff that I would be bringing as a competitor and as a normal human being, but specifically as a tennis player, along with a YouTuber and streamer, in this section, if you guys haven't picked up on what I brought up verbally. So my tip for you guys is, again, you should have a pretty good knowledge base of how many matches and how many days you're going to be staying during a trip. And I would always slightly overpack, just because, you never know sometimes. So getting ready to hit with this buddy of mine that I met in sectionals, and got to get used to the Arizona heat, the Arizona weather, and the lack of humidity for this sporting event. So I'll keep you guys posted.
What's up? What's up, dude? How are you? Good. Nice.
This is Elliot. He kicked my ass in sectional.
He made me earn it. He made me work for it.
Good. No, thanks for
some stuff.
Oh, I'll go on the other side.
Okay, cool.
So 10 minutes out of where I'm staying in my hotel is the site. It's literally called Surprise Tennis and Racket Complex. And it's pretty sweet. I think there are probably between 18 and 24 courts, it seems like. And it's green on the outside lines, blue on the inside, typical hard court stuff. And there's like 3 miles per hour worth of breeze, and it's about 75 degrees right now, maybe 70. It's dipping down obviously because it's 7 o'clock now, almost 7:30. So looking to get some footage with Elliot, get warmed up with him, and then get him prepared for his running at the 4-5 Nationals singles. But thankfully, me and him are in different compass draws. So there is a chance that me and him might have to play either in one of the playoff brackets, either gold, silver, or bronze, but I'll explain more on how that works in a bit.
2 times at 2 hitting sessions yesterday, but then I just took all of yesterday off, so then it feels pretty good.
Let me show you where we are though.
Okay.
So we're court 17. That's right here.
Nice.
That's that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we're here. That's that picture. That's what we're going to be hitting on.
Well, that's spacious.
Oh yeah. Not the best angle, but it'll do. So big difference in playing even outdoor tennis in the Midwest, which is where both Elliot and I hail from. He's from Ohio, I'm from Milwaukee. We could start walking. And then playing outdoor tennis, again, still hard court in Arizona.
Astronomically different.
Yeah. Like if you even take a look at like the court surface, it's super, super gritty, and you can see all the ball lines, and not all these balls are brand new. And then just the air density, as you were saying.
No humidity, so any just a normal shot you'd be hitting, like in the Midwest outdoors, like if it would land within a foot of the baseline, like in the Midwest, if you hit that same exact shot out here, same distance, that would be out by like a foot and a half.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You need to apply so much more top spin. You need to take the pace off, apply more spin, and then you need to think smart when you're playing out here. If you're not used to the this environment, of course.
And you're a taller guy, you're a strong guy, and especially when I played you the first time, your serve was on fire. Your first serve, indoor, hard court in Illinois, was on fire.
That's my bread and butter.
But here, we were talking, there's almost no point in hitting a flat serve for a first serve.
No, because it's so hard to control that, especially like in these conditions. It's so much smarter to just hit a heavy kick serve to the backhand, even to the forehand. It just messes your opponent up.
Yeah.
Any amount of spin you hit, it just kicks so high over here.
And if you get like your legs underneath your slice, whether it's a forehand slice or backhand slice, that thing is gripping.
Absolutely.
Like, and you're gonna see the ball mark, whether or not the ball was in or out, a split second after, just because. And again, if there's any like court technicians for tennis specifically, it does seem like the court surface here is grittier, aka I think more sand. I think that's a composite that makes it gritty. So it's just a completely different world. But I'm very glad that Elliot, 1, had a car, 2, was able to come down here a little bit early, 3, was able to meet up and play tennis with us, just to get ourselves going and represent.
Thankful we got this in.
Represent the Midwest.
Oh yeah.
For our national run. I just hope I don't run into you until
in the finals.
In the finals of gold.
In the finals.
Yeah. So let us know if you guys are down here, and as always, hit like and subscribe, and and they are closing. So last call.